Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Today, we will talk about 10 ways to lower blood sugar level naturally. 1. Keep an eye on your carb intake. Paying attention to carbohydrates is important for people with type 2 diabetes. Carbs are what cause your blood sugars to potentially fluctuate, Crandall Snyder says. How many carbs per meal is ideal? It's tailored to each individual, says Weissenberger. How much you exercise, your weight, and your age can all affect how long sugars stay in your system, according to the CDC. A typical starting point for people with diabetes is to limit carb intake to 200 to 245 grams g per day, which amounts to about 1/2 of your daily calories coming from carbs. According to the CDC, from there, make adjustments according to your blood glucose readings or as recommended by a dietitian, Crandall Snyder says. And keep in mind that carbs aren't only found in the usual culprits, like bread, potatoes, and pasta. They are also in fruits, vegetables, sweets, and dairy. So you have to take all of those into consideration as well. 2. Avoid eating large meals. One way to keep carbs under control is by eating in moderation. I always tell my patients to spread their food out over the day, Weissenberger says. Don't eat small meals to save up for a big dinner. Feeding your body throughout the day helps regulate your blood sugar levels and prevents highs and lows, Crandall Snyder says. Both Weissenberger and Crandall Snyder say to keep an eye on carbs, even while snacking. Classically, less than 15 grams of carbs per snack is a good standard approach, Crandall Snyder says. That's about what's found in 1 cup of fruit. 3. Fill up on fiber. Fiber is another nutrient you'll want to keep an eye on for blood sugar management. But in this case, the more the better. It can help stabilize your blood sugars, Crandall Snyder says. It also plays a role in weight management and can lower your risk of cardiovascular disease, according to a review published in September 2017 in Advances in Obesity, Weight Management and Control. 4. Get more quality shoe time. Poor or limited sleep affects body chemistry, and getting more slumber helps with blood sugar control, Weissenberger says. Chronic lack of sleep may contribute to the risk of type 2 diabetes, according to a small study published in Diabetologia in February 2015. Healthy volunteers who slept only 4 hours for 3 nights in a row had higher levels of fatty acids in their blood, which reduced insulin's ability to regulate blood sugar by about 23%, the researchers found. Lack of sleep is also linked with other health conditions, including obesity, heart disease, and stroke, according to the Division of Sleep Medicine at Harvard Medical School. 5. Lose a little weight. Carrying around extra weight is one of the main causes of insulin resistance, keeping the blood sugar lowering hormone from working properly, according to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases. Your weight loss goals don't have to be enormous either. Some of Weissenberger's patients have seen improvements in blood glucose readings with only a 5-pound loss, she says. Makes sense. A study published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found modest weight loss, losing 5 to 10% of body weight. 6. Drink more water. Staying hydrated is an easy way to stay in control of your blood sugar levels. A previous study found the more water study participants drank, the less likely they were to develop high blood sugar. More specifically, the study found people who drank less than 1/2 liter of water per day were at increased risk of developing blood sugar issues. The idea is that water helps flush glucose out of the body. Having a glass of water can be really helpful in essentially diluting your blood sugar and lowering your blood sugar in a healthy way. 7. Get a handle on stress. When you're stressed out, your blood sugar tends to rise, Crandall Snyder says. According to the Diabetes Teaching Center at the University of California in San Francisco, when you're stressed, insulin levels fall, certain hormones rise, and more glucose is released from the liver, which ends up in the bloodstream and can cause disruptions for up to 8 hours. How can you burn off tension? Yoga and meditation can help people lower their blood sugar levels, Weissenberger says. A December 2014 study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science involving 27 nursing students and found a combination of yoga and meditation practiced for 1 hour once a week led to reduced levels of stress and lower blood glucose levels after 12 weeks. Crandall Snyder also suggests taking a few deep breaths, going for a walk, playing with your dog for a few minutes, or listening to a fun song. Basically, whatever you can do to distract yourself for a few minutes and just lower your breathing rate will help, she says. Indeed, the CDC notes that less water in your body is linked with a higher blood sugar concentration. 8. Never skip eating breakfast. We've all heard that breakfast is the day's most important meal. This is especially true for those who have diabetes. I think eating breakfast is important, especially with potential risk for hypoglycemia and avoiding potential highs related to fasting for too long a period of time. A high-protein breakfast has an edge over breakfasts that are high in carbohydrates, according to research from the University of Missouri-Columbia. In the research, women ages 18 to 55 consumed meals with similar calories, fat, and fiber contents, but differing amounts of protein. Researchers monitored the amount of glucose and insulin in the participants' blood for 4 hours after they ate breakfast. The best breakfast contained 39 grams of protein and led to lower post-meal glucose spikes than the meals with less protein, the researchers found. Besides, eating breakfast may help overweight people with type 2 diabetes shed extra pounds. Of the participants in the National Weight Control Registry, who maintained at least a 30-pound weight loss for at least 1 year, 78% said they eat breakfast daily. 9. Add more resistant starch to your plate. Resistant starch, found in some potatoes and beans, bypasses the small intestine and ferments in the large intestine, which means it doesn't raise glucose levels and promotes the growth of good bacteria in the body, according to Johns Hopkins Medicine. It's a fiber-filled starch and helps with glycemic control, says Joel Malinowski, RD, a certified diabetes care and education specialist with Ellis Medicine in Schenectady, New York, and the effect will last through your next meal, Weisenberger says. It's called the second meal effect. 10. Ramp up your movement each day. Exercise helps improve blood glucose in people with type 2 diabetes by increasing insulin sensitivity and the body's ability to use glucose as energy, according to the American Diabetes Association. In type 2, exercise helps improve insulin resistance, says James G. Beckerman, MD, a cardiologist in Portland, Oregon. The end result is lower blood sugars. Crandall Snyder tells patients that exercise is like spring cleaning for the body. It takes the stored form of glucose and uses it for energy, so the next time you eat carbohydrates, there's a place to put it, she says. Because exercise can immediately reduce blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. Work with your healthcare team to determine the right amount of activity and timing for you. A study published in September 2017 in Frontiers in Endocrinology found exercising 30 minutes after the start of a meal is usually best for maintaining blood sugar controls. Thanks for watching our video. And if you learned something new, please subscribe and leave a comment that you subscribe to the channel, and we will try our best to reply to your comment. And be sure to hit the like button and share it with a friend. Stay up to date with our newest videos, like the one to the right of your screen. And remember to enjoy the art of good health. Cheers!